In this video, we're going to learn how to use the feof function in C. So the feof function is going to return true when the end of file indicator for a stream is set. This means we can use the function to determine when a file pointer has reached the end of a file. Let's go over an example. First, we'll declare a file pointer called file. We'll also declare an int variable, c, to store each character that we read from a file. And here we have a file with one character, uppercase T, and that's it. What we'll do is read this character from the file. First, we'll open the file. We'll have here file is equal to fopen, and we'll open the file called file.txt. We'll have here the string with the character R to open the file in reading mode. Now it's possible the file could fail to open. If it does, fopen is going to return null. We'll check for that. We'll have here if file is equal to null, and in this case, we're going to exit the program with an error message and status. So we'll have printf and then error opening file followed by a new line, and we'll have return 1. Exiting the program with return 1 instead of return 0 is a signal to the shell or the terminal here that something has gone wrong in the execution of our program. Next, we'll use fgetc to read the next character from the file. So we'll have here c is equal to fgetc, and we'll pass it our file pointer. So fgetc is going to read and return the next character from the file, and we'll store that into C. We declared C with type int because technically fgetc has a return type of int, but as a practical matter, it's going to be a character. Now we'll put C first. So here we'll have printf, and then we'll output char red %c to output a character, and then a new line, and then we'll output C. So the file only has one character, uppercase T. So after reading this character, let's test to see if feof is going to return true. What we'll have here is if feof, when it's passed file, returns true, we'll output here eof reached followed by a new line, and then after we're done, we'll close the file. So we'll have here fclose and file to close the file. We'll save our program and try this out. So first we'll compile it, and then we'll run it. And we do get char red T, but we don't get eof reached. And that's because the feof function is going to return true when the end of file indicator for the stream has been set. Here, it hasn't been yet. So that indicator is going to be set when we call fgetc and there's no character to be read. We'll try that. So here we'll have c is equal to fgetc, and we'll pass it file. This time, there's no more characters to read from the file. Fgetc is actually going to return the special value eof. We'll store that into C, and we'll detect that here too. We'll have here if C is equal to eof, we'll print here eof returned followed by a new line, and we'll again check to see if feof is going to return true. We'll have here if feof, when it's passed file, returns true, then we'll output here eof reached followed by a new line. So again, we'll save our program, and we'll compile it and run it. And now we get char red T, eof returned, and then eof reached. So the feof function is really only going to return true when the end of file indicator has been set. It's not necessarily going to return true if there's no more characters to read from the file, because at this point here, we had already read all the characters from the file, but still the feof function returned false. It was only here, after we tried to read another character from the file, that the end of file indicator was set. And at that point, that's when feof return true. So it's functions like fgetC that are going to set the end of file indicator when there's no more data to read from the file. There's also functions that will clear the end of file indicator. So for example, the rewind function will rewind the file pointer back to the beginning of the file. We could have here rewind, and we'll pass it file. What this is going to do is rewind the file pointer to the beginning of the file again. So we could actually reread t from the file. We'll do that. We'll find here that the end of file is no longer going to be reached. We'll also have here c is equal to fgetC, and we'll pass it file. And again, we'll output the character. So we'll have here printf, and then car_red:, %c to output the character, followed by a new line, and again, we'll output c. So if we save the program and compile it and run it, then we get car_red:, and eof returned, but we don't get eof reached. And that's because rewind set the file pointer to the beginning of the file. It also cleared the end of file indicator. So feof is going to return false when it's past file. Then we're able to read the character from the file again. So we have car_red:, here. Now the most typical use case for the feof function is to stop reading data from a file when there's no more data to read. We'll go over an example of that. Here we have a file, data.txt. This file has many characters. What we'll do first is delete all this code, and then we'll have here file *data. To declare a file pointer, we'll declare int c again. We'll again open the file with data is equal to fopen data.txt and r for reading again. And again, we'll check if there was a problem opening the file with if data is equal to null. We'll output here error opening file followed by a new line, and again, we'll return 1. So this time, we're going to read each character from the file. What we'll do is create a loop that's going to continue indefinitely until the feof function returns true. To help do that, we'll include the stdbool.h library so I can use the value true. Then down here, we'll have while true. So this loop is going to continue indefinitely. We'll have here c is equal to fgetC data to read the next character from the file. Then we'll output that character. We'll have here printf %c to output the character, and c to output the character that's stored in c. So this loop is going to keep reading the next character from the file, and we'll keep outputting that character. We'll stop the loop using break when feof returns true. So we'll have here if feof when it's past data returns true, we'll break to stop the loop. Then down here, we'll close the file with fclose and data. And if we save the program and compile it and run it, we do read each character from the file, and we stop once there's no more data to read from the file, and we use feof to detect this. So this is how we can use the feof function in C. Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers, including courses to help you develop C programming projects.